A big injury boost for Erik ten Hag just after a 7-0 mauling of Barnsley. Manchester United welcomes back two important players to the starting 11 as we head into this very intense week or very intense couple of days for the club. It's not even just 1 week, it's a couple of weeks that will see us play almost 10 games. Welcome to the United Sport. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe. But let's get into this Man United talk. How are you feeling, fam? After that 7-0 obliteration, I don't remember the last time United just eased past any opponent, however small they are. United has been in the habit of struggling against anyone. To get a win, we had to squeeze from every body part of we have as a team to get out a win. But look how it all happened. Is United back? Should we officially say now that Manchester United is back? In fact, I sit here and I'm worried for Erik ten Hag in terms of the selection headache he's about to have, because now Rasmus Hojlund and Mason Mount are back, and today they trained with the rest of the squad ahead of the next coming games in what is expected to be a very interesting week. Remember, our next game will be on the 25th of September, and we do in fact that's the Champions League, but the first game is the Crystal Palace on the 21st, this weekend on Saturday at away to Crystal Palace. We are going to the Selhurst Park in London, and then after that we are taking on FC20 in the first game of the Europa League at home. That's a team that Erik ten Hag managed before, they are rather coached before, of course not the senior team, but it is his boyhood club. He said he was there, I think, since he was about 11. Then we take on Tottenham Hotspur. So crucial games, and indeed it's a crucial update that we will come back. Most importantly for me, Rasmus Hojlund, because Joshua Zirkzee really has been carrying a load way too heavy on him. Can I be honest? I actually had a dream of Rasmus Hojlund scoring a brace. I don't know against which team, but I had a dream last night. It just occurred to me. You know, when you have a dream and sort of forget it, then when you see something, it comes back to your head, and I actually dreamt something like this. So last night I had a dream of Rasmus Hojlund scoring a brace. I don't know against who, but I do recall. I mean, maybe he will have one against Crystal Palace in the event that he does start against them on Saturday. But that's an important update. Remember, Mount also, you know, I mean, whereas he has not really proven himself yet at Man United, I think the start he had to this season is one he will want to look back at and feel, you know, maybe this could be the season it all turns around for him. Because remember, he started the game against Fulham, he played against Brighton before being pulled off at halftime. And that's when, of course, the issues began. But for Hojlund, I think there is no doubt, even him being given the shirt number 9 is confirmation of how important Hojlund is when it comes to leading our line. And he's still ahead of Joshua Zirkzee in the pecking order. So it's impressive stuff happening there to do with Man United and, of course, the transfer situation. And the team is busy, by the way, because talks with Kobbie Mainoo for a new contract have also been initiated. They are going on. I think they are about to. I told you this before, that Ahmad and Kobbie Mainoo will soon be getting their new contracts. Tyrell Malaysia is intensifying training to try and recovering quite steadily. Luke Shaw as well. So in terms of injuries and the status United is at, I think it's sort of a promising place. It's a good place to be at as a Man United fan. Now, I'll come back just for the sake of not dragging this video. I'll come back later, and we reflect on the performances of these forwards of ours, these kids of ours. That is Leandro Garnacho, Amad Diallo, and Rashford, Marcus Rashford, because there seems to be a headache there. But also you saw how everyone was happy for Anthony when he scored after, of course, winning a penalty and then converting it. In fact, it's rare. I think it's the first penalty Anthony is taking for Man United, if my memory is serving me right. And you saw how everyone was happy for him, because probably he's a loved figure at the club by both playing and non-playing staff. But you look at all this, because even that goal that Anthony scored could be motivation for him to fight back and get back to the top levels he believes he can be at. And Erik ten Hag has been consistently saying the same, saying that he believes he can get back to the top levels, but he has got to work hard for it. Now, my next video, I will be talking about the headache, the selection headache, and who I think should be the two starting wingers for Man United. Because where Garnacho is firing, Rashford is firing, Ahmad is firing, Anthony is knocking on the door. Of course, I'm not saying this completely after one game. And of course, it wasn't an exceptional performance from him, but he's still there, and he's still the most expensive player we have. I think post Sir Alex Ferguson probably. So I'll talk about that in a bit. But the return of Hojlund, what do I think? I think what this does is, I think, give us a little bit more confidence in the attack. I feel like lately we seem not to be we seem not to be as shaky in the back line as we were. I think we seem to be a little more comfortable in the back. Yes, we conceded 3 goals against Liverpool, but they're not entirely goals that really exposed how weak our backline is. I felt. I think we seem to be firm in delete, and Lisandro Martinez, we seem to have, and Mazraoui, we seem to have, ease the pressure on the back line, and I feel lately it has been shifting to the attackers who we feel have not been scoring enough goals, yet the chances are being created. So the return of Hojlund, who I think is a better finisher, is more clinical than Zaxi. I feel for me is a huge boost in terms of trying to give us an idea of how competitive we are, and how many goals we can score, because the goals win you titles, don't they? Because I mean, you've got to score goals to win games of football. So I think for me, it's a positive, huge positive update that for Man United, but also we are in a good place because injuries seem to be, I think, heading out of Man United, and attacking our, far distant neighbors, if I should say. That's in London, the Gunners. So beautiful stuff there for Manchester United, and of course that performance, I would run out of superlatives to describe it. Unfortunately, I wasn't here. I wasn't in time to give my immediate match reaction after that game because I was a little under the weather. But it's never too late, is it, to enjoy a win? I mean, that's one we should celebrate for a week. I mean, 7 goals and rare braces and hat tricks from players who have been struggling for some time. I think really it's one that we want to reflect on and I mean, until we get another such convincing victory. But that said, I think there seems to be a certain vibe growing in the team, and it's from the manager. Eric Ten Hag seems to be calm now, seems to be confident, seems to believe that there is progress, seems to feel like he's carrying fans along. I think it's a good positive vibe around the club lately. And when that happens, you can get the best out of players. And for me, that's one good step in the right direction. I'll be back later to give you, of course, my 2 cents the whole forward headache, and the whole forward situation and what have you. Of course, here on the United Sport. My name is Web. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you later, fam.